So I've heard this one a lot. I'm failing the FE exam or my studying is going difficult because I am bad at math. So if you're thinking that you're failing the FE exam because you're bad at math, I'm just going to tell you you're wrong about that. A lot of people will say, well, I'm just not a mathematics person. And I'm here to tell you the FE is not about testing your advanced mathematics skills. It's about testing how you use your basic ones. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph. I run this channel, FE Exam Prep Solutions. I'm a licensed PE who passed my FE and PE on the first tries. I'm here to share my tips with you so you can pass your exam on the first try, hopefully in the next 90 days or less. I'm here to tell you this, your math ability is not going to be the bottleneck for your studying and passing the FE exam, but your execution of your math abilities are. What does the FE actually require when it comes to mathematics? Well, a lot of it is basic math concepts repeated. Algebra, unit conversions, plug and chug equations. Yes, there's some basic calculus on there, but if you've made it this far in your engineering classes, you're not going to struggle with it. You're not going to see advanced concepts, Taylor series, differential equations on the FE exam, so you don't need to worry about that. Rarely at all are there complex derivations. In reality, it's a lot of the same patterns over and over again. And it's more about your ability to bookkeep and keep account of your mathematics skills and unit conversions than anything you'll need to know about advanced calculus. Remember, the FE exam is a handbook-driven exam. You're given equations, but you're not really expected to derive them from scratch. The skill required is to find, apply, and then solve. If you remember that system, you can do 90 to 95% of the problems on the FE exam. In my personal opinion, the time constraint is much more difficult than the math difficulty. You got about 3 minutes per problem, so the real challenge is going to be speed and clarity of your answer, not solving something complex with a lot of depth. So here's what's actually causing your failure if you think your math skills are holding you back. You're probably misidentifying the problem types. You don't recognize what topic it is, which can lead to the wrong approach, going to the wrong section in the FE handbook, and wasting time. That one is not a math issue. The next one is poor equation selection. Sometimes for a specific problem, there's multiple equations available. You choose the wrong one, you get the wrong answer, or an infinite more amount of calculations and derivations are required when sometimes there's a simpler, more fundamental equation that you can choose. Again, that's not a math ability, that's just your problem solving ability and equation selection choice. A lot of times, your equation will be set up in a very weak or disadvantageous way. You'll have errors in units, variables, or geometry interpretation. So before the math even happens, you've set yourself up for failure. By choosing the correct equation with the right units and the right translations of those units, the math will become a lot easier and not cause you to fall into error. Also, if you have no system for solving problems and you jump into solving each problem in a unique way, this can lead to a lack of structure, and it leads to inconsistency and panic on unfamiliar problems that you should easily get. So if we took two different students here on the exam as an example here, let's say we had student A. He was strong at math, but he didn't have a system. He's going to fail the FE exam because he has no system to approaching the problems. He's sloppy with his units, and he doesn't understand how to actually approach the FE manual to use the correct equations and apply the concepts. But if we had student B who was average or maybe even weak at math, but had a strong process for understanding the equations, how to approach the problems, and use it under a certain time constraint, I would bet my money on him. He is certainly going to pass over the strong math student who is unable to have a system to approach the problems. So how exactly do we go about fixing this? One, we improve our identification of the problems. So recognizing the problem types quickly and then repetition across topics will help you solve them much faster. Next, you need to master the FE handbook. Know where the equations are. It's going to matter much more than your memorization. Believe me, you're not going to memorize 200 equations, okay? Rely on the FE manual for that. Step 3 is you're going to want a clean system when you're approaching every problem. Define the variables. Check your units. This is going to help you reduce preventable errors across the exam. Yes, in one specific instance, it might not hurt you, but totaling across 110 problems, those mistakes add up. And 5 problems with 5 math mistakes or 5 setup mistakes might be the difference between you passing and not. So here's how you need to think about this. Stop labeling yourself bad at math and start focusing on how you approach the problems. This is like using a calculator correctly, not inventing one. Oh, by the way, you get a calculator on the exam, which the calculators they now allow are extremely powerful. So if you're insecure about your math abilities, learn your calculator inside and out. Go through the manual, watch videos on it. Become a master with your calculator, and a lot of your worries about mathematics and speed of mathematics will disappear. So if you want the exact system to fix this, I have a 90-day FE exam study guide, which you can find for free down below. And if you want a customized plan for you and your specific study problems, you can come to me and reach out to me directly in the email in the description down below. If you have any questions, let me know in a comment. Thank you so much for watching. And anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.